Hey, this is Zoe Williams of the Voice of Reason and So What Morning Shows here at Dash Radio. Listen, everybody on YouTube, you guys have been a tremendous support for my shows, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in every week and, participating. But I'm serious than a mug. We need your help on the GoFundMe campaign. We really want to do the VOR radio network, and I'm asking you personally, each and every one of you, we're over nearly 24,000 strong here on the channel. We need you to support by donating. Just click that little button down there and it'll take you directly to the GoFundMe campaign. It's gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Anything you can do is greatly appreciated. It continues our movement. It continues our forward progress. And I appreciate you all who have already donated. If you can do it again, I thank you so much. Thanks again. So what? I'm out.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Williams is here. The voice of reason, Wednesday edition. We got a great topic today. Man, I've been a little under the weather the past few days, but I've medicated myself enough to get to this motherfucker to make this shit work. Talk about dedication, my niggas. Would have been well within my rights to stay home. But today's topic is so freaking important. I was like, I can't stay home. There's no way. I've got to do this show. Incredible topic. But before I get to the topic, you already know what I got to do. First off, let me let you know who you're listening to. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. Where you're listening to it at. That's DashRadio.com. Right? The station, of course, is DASHTALK. The hotline, 323-230-4610. Of course, I got shit to promote. Well, why not just stuff to promote? How about that? I've got things to promote. All right? Listen, I'm trying to get the pre-orders to my new book, The Holographic Relationship, up to 500 copies by due date. The due date is September 2017. The new book, The Holographic Relationship, the union. A deeper look at the union between consciousness, God, and intimacy. I promise you, this is unlike any other relationship book you have ever encountered. All you got to do is go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com, and pre-order right now. The pre-orders, let me say this about the pre-orders. A lot of people have been asking about the pre-orders. I get emails, I get IGs, I get Facebooks, I get DMs, I get all kind of stuff. Hey, I pre-ordered your book, but I didn't get a notification that it went through. And then they asked me, could you check and see? Let me tell you, y'all don't bother me with that. Because I'll go check for you and be like, yo, here you are right here. Okay, thanks, Zoe. Good looking. Word. The people who pre-order and those who participated in the Indiegogo campaign, which made it possible for me to pay all of these editors, y'all first priority. So as soon as the book comes out, I'm mailing off those pre-orders and the Indiegogo. First off, the Indiegogo folks, y'all names is in the book. That dedication is right there, Indiegogo. All the people who helped make it real on Indiegogo. So just understand that, number one. So if you don't get a notification, that doesn't necessarily mean your pre-order didn't go through. We're using a service called Celery. What I want you to do is check Celery out, right? Just go to Google, type in Celery pre-orders. And it's a business that's designed to take pre-orders on your website, and they capture all your information, your address, your email, all of that stuff. And, you know, of course, it talks about, when the book is going to come out. It gives you notifications and all that kind of stuff. It's a dope service. That's who we're using. Celery. I want you to go check them out so you can find out and see if they're reputable. We did our due diligence. I want you to do yours. But my whole thing is I want to get to 500 pre-orders by September.
Hey.
When I tell you this book is, I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram or social media or whatever, but I'm like leaking little snippets. And people have been hitting me like, God damn, man, I don't even know if I want to know the rest. You know, you get that to me, that's a compliment. I don't even, how deep is the rabbit hole going to go, my nigga? But I feel like it's necessary, especially as it pertains to last week's topic, last Friday with Antonio Moore, and this week's topic. Like, I've been this huge proponent of fixing Black relationships. Because I don't think we're going to value, like, if you value money more than you value yourself, like, I said it on the fucking Zoe What Morning Show. Well, this past Monday. I said, if you don't love yourself, your money can't respect you. So how do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you don't love you, your money's not going to respect you. You're not going to respect your money. Because value comes, or understanding value comes from self-love. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to value the money you have if you don't love yourself? So I believe relationships are at the core of the healing that is required for the Black community to come back. Mm. Right? I just believe that, like on some real shit. So the holographic relationship is something that I'm really, really, really pushing because I believe it's going to be different than any other. It's not going to, no disrespect to anybody out there writing relationship books. I'm not saying y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I do recognize this chasm of insight in that field. Most of the books, because I read them. Most of the books be on some old fit in. By this time, you supposed to be by now. And if he hasn't by this time, or be a bitch and win, or hold the dick at bay for as long as you can, right?
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Or pray about it, ask Jesus and them, right? So a lot of the books, I'm just saying, like, a lot of the books be in that vein, right? And I feel, no disrespect to those works, I feel they play their role. I feel they are valuable to a certain extent. But the reality of it is we need more. The holographic relationship at IamZoeWilliams.com. Frank, pull it up. Show them how to get there. What else do I got to do? Oh, by the way, where else am I going to be? Oh, yeah. soulofthedesert.us, June 9th through the 11th, Joshua Tree. Zoe's going to be over there on some super fly spiritual relationship coaching type flyness with Veronica Conway. When I tell you Veronica Conway loves Zoe Williams, Veronica was like, yo, check this out. I want to hook you up with this shaman.
Ooh.
So I want to hook you with a shaman. You need protection. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, she called me yesterday like, hey, you're too cool right now. You're too laid back. Sense of urgency. Focus. Shaman. Right?
Awesome.
That's how you know you love. Motherfuckers come with gifts. I have magic men shaman to help.
Right. I thought I was doing it with Candy. She's bringing shaman.
She bringing
I'm losing
shamans
the
to the game, right? Listen. And she knows me. What? Zoe, focus. Shamans. Here's the number. Call on your day off. I will set an alert. You know, she's like, shaman. I've already checked in with some others in the spirit realm. Shaman.
Nice.
That's good shit, right? So now that all of that's out of the way, soulofthedesert.us, June 9th through the 11th, Zoe Williams, Professor Griff, and many, many, many others. Veronica Conway will be there. It's going to be cold as shit. I promise you. It's going to be some fly shit. All right. Now, get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. The Voice of Reason is live on Hot Button Radio. Today's topic. After Friday's show, y'all should be licking your wounds.
Wounds?
Y'all got y'all ass kicked by Antonio.
Whatever.
Especially
That's
this
your
little
opinion.
I didn't do anything.
malcontent Smurf over there. It's malcontent Smurf.
I'm fine with myself.
Great topic. She choosing the Broken Boy Picker Show. Why do good women always seem to pick the wrong man? A deeper look at why some women consistently choose the wrong man. Jesus Christ. Why do women seem to always repeat their relationship past? True or false? When you don't get the love and attention you want, it may seem natural to give more of yourself. You invest more only to find yourself disappointed, depleted, and feeling insignificant with each attempt to create/repair the connection. How many of you fucking fuck girls out there do that?
Oh, wow.
Because wouldn't that make you a fuck girl? It's quick to be like, oh, he a fuck boy. But aren't you a fuck girl if you running around doing it? Can I be honest? Can somebody be honest with us today? Like, if y'all really want to have a real conversation, are you a fuck girl? Maybe that's today's topic.
Damn.
Are you a fuck girl if you think your love is so good that you can make him love you?
Oh, damn.
You fuck girl.
That's funny to you.
This goddamn fuck girls out here like that?
Terrible.
Wow. No, seriously. Seriously. I want y'all to consider some of this. If you're consistently choosing the wrong dude, attracting the wrong dude, magnetizing the wrong dude, and then turning around and blaming the dude for fucking you over, are you a fuck girl? 323-230-4610. That's the number to dial. 323-230-4610. This shit's gonna be crazy. The Broken Boy Picker Show. True or false? A lot of women accept the love they think they deserve. Now, see, that's code word for it ain't my fault.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not funny.
You fuck girls. It ain't my fault.
They could be really messed up.
It ain't my fault. Blame bandits. True or false? The beautiful thing about dating is that we attract what we need to work on ourselves.
True.
You don't like that, huh?
No.
323-230-4610. Somebody get in her ass this evening. I know you guys don't like her, so
I don't
fuck
care.
with her today.
I'm cool.
323-230.
I got a lot of people that love me.
shit. Put your sword down.
Just they started.
Angry. Fucking angry Smurf.
I'm
It's
just
cool.
stating my opinion.
True or false? Women who stop to reflect on why they choose the wrong guy and accept responsibility for evolving from within to make better romantic choices in the future save themselves a lot of heartache. False, because most women are not stopping to reflect.
True.
That's just sorry.
True.
It's first off, too many fucking options. Too many options. There's too many satellite niggas waiting, circling like vultures. So you don't even have time to just stop and go,
So true.
So you be like, new dick? You fucking up? You nigga?
Damn.
Much shit I tolerate from your ass? You fucking up? New dick. New dick shows up like, hi.
You rang.
Right. And y'all be like, come on in with the new dick. Put that new
Did you order some new dick?
Park that new dick right here. Hi, I've got your new dick. It's cold like that. Can we be honest?
Absolutely.
323-230-4610. Broken boy picker. Fuck girl syndrome. True or false? Some women are often drawn to the same dysfunction over and over and over again because it strikes an unconscious but familiar chord reminiscent of the wounds we experienced in childhood. Yep. I want the same kind of fucked up nigga my daddy was.
Oh no.
My daddy attractive. Oh shit! Hey, this shit's lit tonight.
Like, what cold medicine did he take today?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Took an edible.
Fuck girl syndrome.
Oh my god.
Listen. Let me take my goddamn glasses off for this. Right? Shit. Hallelujah. Hold it the book.
Oh my god.
Yes, Lord. Yes. This is why a lot of men point the finger at women in the context of not blaming, but trying to get you to claim. Listen, who chooses? Us or you?
We do. Definitely.
Y'all choosing us.
We choose.
You raise a fucked up little bastard because you chose a fucked up daddy to get you pregnant.
Wow. Dang.
What makes him a fucked up dad? Whatever is wrong with him is your personal textbook. You were supposed to learn something from him, not make a baby. But then if you flip it back, you made the baby, so now you're supposed to learn something from both of them.
Oh.
And you will label a man a fuck boy before you label yourself a fuck girl for having bullshit ass beliefs about relationships in the first place.
It's getting crazy in here. All right.
You not a man. You ain't shit. Well, did you even read? Well, first off, before you let him put an uncovered dick in your vagina
Low.
to squeeze off
Bugging.
man milk.
Wow. The graphics, though.
Let's
Man milk. I was gonna say something.
But I'm just saying. It's 2017. We got to keep it real than a mug, right? So you let a man put an uncovered penis in you and squeeze off man milk.
You're right.
Without ever reading any literature that says African American men make up a 45% unemployment rate, which represents social collapse. So if you've never read it and you let somebody are you then a fuck girl?
Absolutely.
Because let me flip it another way. Because if you go to court and you did some shit and you don't know the law, judges are famous for saying ignorance is no excuse of the law.
Absolutely.
Does that not apply with an uncovered, fully loaded man cock?
Right.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
No, it's definitely not an excuse.
Putting your shit in front of me. Number one.
Oh, Joel's like laying it down right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, get to your phone lines right now. The voice of reason is for real. She choosing. She chose him. She choosing, my nigga. She up in here in the club choosing. That's tonight's topic. She's choosing the broken boy picker. Why do good women pick the wrong men over and over and over and over and over again? What y'all punk asses got to say now?
I was tricked.
No accountability. Joel has no accountability.
Right. Some men don't show you who they really are.
No, I swear.
Some men don't show you who they really are in the first few months.
You never know.
That's why I wait. You gotta wait.
First off, y'all better communicators. Y'all better liars. You're better listeners. And you motherfuckers is multitaskers. You got all this proficient shit all over the place, and all of a sudden, dumb ass, lowly us tricked you?
I was tricked.
I mean, sometimes it does happen. Yeah. Okay, so if someone who is your type walks up and is talking nice, maybe he's a really good family man. You look at his family, look at how he treats his friends, all of those things on the outside. So then you start to get to know him, and you want to give him the benefit of the doubt. At least I try to give someone the benefit of the doubt. And then they're sweet, and then your heart gets involved. I think that's the cycle that's the downward cycle from there. Once your heart gets involved,
I just think that's all code word for ignoring your intuition.
And that's true
that's
too.
All code word for ignoring your intuition, ladies.
Thank you.
But wait,
it's true.
My first boyfriend, we was together for 8 months. Then I found out he sold drugs. I didn't even know. I was tricked. I already went with him, but I didn't sleep with him. But it was still like,
What kind of fake going with him is that?
Well, I was a virgin at the time.
Well, then you were safe.
Well, yeah, but I'm still like, I was still like apprehensive about it. But it was like, and I met him at church.
Well, hey, that's some of the biggest
church
crooks
don't mean
in church.
nothing.
Well, yeah, true, but it's still kind of like, I didn't pick, you know what I mean? Like, it's about pick. I didn't choose, like, I didn't know who I was getting myself into it until way after.
Whoa. That is some magical delusion right there. That shit was
Well, how was I
amazing.
supposed to know he sold drugs?
Just because you didn't know what he did doesn't mean you didn't choose him. And
no, I didn't. I'm saying I didn't choose. I didn't purposefully choose a drug dealer. That's what I'm saying.
Well, just because you didn't choose his occupation doesn't mean you didn't choose him. Okay, now we're on to the next.
Yeah.
You always try and trick stuff.
Well,
See, y'all be tricking it.
I think
that ain't tricking.
What he means, though, is you were with someone for 8 months and failed to realize what they genuinely do with their time. So something in your intuition and your ability to gauge someone's character, you missed a huge part of how that person spent their time. And if you reflected on the rest of your relationships, have you since done that? Ooh. Have you missed major character flaws in someone that you've found yourself spending lots of time with? Because a drug dealer, that's a lot of time, homie girl. Where he at, though? You didn't think he was cheating. You didn't think, like, what was he doing with that damn time? Where your paycheck at?
Did he have 2 phones?
I don't even know. I'm not like that. I don't be, like, on, like, my dude like that. I give people freedom. I don't be checking for them, but that's why I feel like I always get.
First off, you're picking your major. Relationship is the university of you, and you're picking your major. When you pick a nigga, you pick your major.
Right.
Whatever. Lesson learned.
I don't like it. Did y'all ass graduate? Shit.
Sure did. I got my bachelor's.
I'm just saying, did you graduate from the relationship?
Oh, no.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Because you over there, I don't motherfucker.
But I, like, learned from that for sure.
Yeah? What did you learn? Name 3 things you learned about that situation.
What was my first one? So I learned a lot, but I kind of just learned to keep waiting for, sex and everything like that, which I did wait a long, long time. But I learned to get out once you see those signs in general, just get out from then. That you don't need to keep finding out more signs just to figure it out. So like, is it really this bad? No, it's that bad. Like, just get out. So I kind of I stood up for myself a lot more after that to just kind of speak up. Because I'm always like, I always grew up knowing like women are always like, they're nagging. Like they always say it's like you're the angry black woman. Like, so I never wanted to be, I'm always someone's homie first. So
what do you look for?
I look for friendship.
That's it?
For initially.
So you can date all friends, anybody friend?
No, I'm saying like I look for, like after I see, this is someone I want to pursue or anything like that, I look to be friends, if we can be friends first. Because if we're not close, it's not going to go anywhere. So it's going to only be sexual.
So let's flip it. When I say, what do you look for? I'm going to say, what do you look for in a man?
Oh. Well, I look for maturity. I look for stability emotionally. And I look for someone.
What does stability emotionally means?
I mean, like, okay, because, like, I've dealt with dudes that are super passive, so they don't say how they feel because they're always like people.
Kind of like you? Okay, cool.
No, I'm not.
All right.
So they're people pleasers, and then I dealt with people that are like really, really angry, don't know how to control their emotions, and they like react super quick. And then I deal with people that are like shut off emotionally. They don't even want to talk. Like when there's a problem, they're like, I'm going to just stop talking to you for a few days and then come back. And then we don't even talk about the issue. And it's like, that don't solve anything. The issue going to come back again.
This is great. So. I love all of this right here. So that's what you look for, friendship. And then you look for emotional stability.
Right. And I look for maturity as well.
Your definition of maturity real quick.
Maturity is it's just kind of like being mature as far as in any situation, in like any like problem we have, to handle it in a mature way. So I guess that kind of connects with the emotional stability. I just want you to be able to, any problem that you face, just to handle it in a mature way. Don't don't take the easy way out. I know a dude that didn't know how to do laundry. I didn't date him, but it was just like, so he looked for a female to do everything he didn't know how to do. And I was like, that's not a mature way of doing it. Like, you have to grow up at some point. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Didn't know how to change a tire. Didn't know how to put air in his tire. I'm like, bro, what are you... Like, you got a girl putting air in your tire at the gas station right now? You crazy.
I like it.
No, that's messed up.
You know how to do it?
I do, but I'm not doing it for you.
Get your ass down there and put the air in the tire. Sarah?
He wasn't my man, so it's fine.
Sarah, what do you look for?
Oh, wow. Whew, well...
Oh, shit. Here we go. Hey, put my record on. Put this smooth one on real quick.
He must get his voice going.
I look for a strong sense of purpose and like self-esteem and confidence and alignment with something higher than themselves. Because often, from what my experience at least, if someone has that grounding, a lot of the other things just kind of fall into place, like honesty, respect, those kinds of like basic good human quality characteristics. I also look for someone who is dedicated to personal growth, and also someone who's a good listener. I really enjoy a good listener, not only so I can communicate how I feel and know that they're listening, but also because when you listen, you learn and you're constantly growing. And then also I want them to be pursuing their passion. I feel like some of the men that I've dated have been insecure because they didn't know their passion or their purpose. And that is more of like a very autonomous thing. That's something that is within them that they have to get together before I think they're, at their most compatible with someone else. So those are like a few of the things.
Shit sound real smart. And you, Tiffany?
And me. I do piggyback off some of the stuff that Sarah said, but really, after like reflecting on all my relationships, honesty is really like it. Like simple little crap, like just at its core. Honesty is it. I can really work with everything else if we're being honest. And honesty and emotional vocabulary.
Say more about emotional vocabulary. That's a big thing right there.
It's huge, and especially with like millennials and stuff. They're just
don't men have a different emotional vocabulary than
absolutely.
women?
Absolutely.
Speak on
So
that,
just
please.
to be able to identify emotions as they're happening verbally, to just verbally be able to say, I'm feeling this and I need this.
Fuck what you feel, nigga. Goddamn cable bill ain't there.
What Joel said, like, my soon-to-be ex is that way, where, like, literally he needs days sometimes to just, like, process. He's a much slower, intense processor than me. Like, I'm a verbal processor. I can get through the issue, like, within minutes if you're willing to talk to me about it. But if you identify that in your partner, like, just to be able to say, hey, I need more time to process this because I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling blah, blah, blah. Give me 2 days. Let's get back to it. I can respect that. But if you don't have the emotional vocabulary to even know that about yourself to communicate it to me, I can't respect your need for that.
Wow.
So I'm like emotional vocabulary and honesty, and I can vibe with that. We can figure everything else out.
True or false? Fuck girls create fuck boys.
Yes.
323-230-4610.
And vice versa.
I don't know.
And vice versa.
Why is all the blame on the women?
You guys are the womb of the universe, aren't you?
I mean, we are.
Now it matters. Now it matters, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can't say in one breath, men are simpletons. Because a lot of times women infer that. They imply that. They intimate that. You talk to a group of married women, they'll be like, I let him think he's in control. Really,
yes.
I am the hidden hand behind all of this shit. Right?
Yeah.
You gonna say that in one breath, and then in the next breath claim victim? Do fuck girls, are fuck women responsible for the scourge of fuck boys?
I think that's another one of those situations where it's like not always.
Well,
because some men are just straight up just, I don't want to curse, but F boys. So some men are just straight up, that's what they're about. That's what they've always been about. That's what they're always going to be about. But I do think there's an element of the woman saying, Sarah, I allow this in my life.
Beautiful goddess. How does the fuck boy get beyond the veil of your security?
That's a tough one.
Listen, fuck boys get there. Because I've been a fuck boy at one time. Fuck boys get there via your beliefs about relationships. And all you have to do is mold your behavior to a belief and you're in. Oh, you're a Christian? I'm going to church.
Yep.
And I'm going to praise dance in front of you.
But how does that create an F boy? He already existed, and then you just let him in. You didn't create it.
But let me just say, researchers in relationship will tell you there's something called the ideals standards model. The ideas have to be compatible. So you see everybody running around saying we got to be equally yoked.
Yes.
Equally yoked gets you evenly poked. Stroked. Ah. Hey. You know why? You know why? Because all I got to do is align myself with your beliefs. If I align myself with your beliefs, or if I align my behavior to your beliefs, you get something called behavioral confirmation.
Yes. Well, that's the trick, though, is often when you ignore your intuition, you overlook the fact that the person is really just presenting the behaviors of your beliefs and not actually being those things.
Mm-hmm. Are you a fuck woman if you ignore your intuition? And
Absolutely.
How often do you do it?
I mean, I totally was a fuck girl in this situation. My divorce has definitely showed me, like, I fucked up.
The rest of them quiet.
I own it.
No, I definitely have messed up for sure.
So, but see, I want you guys to give sisters who are watching this show like a real, wow, how often do I ignore my intuition? And I know I'm being funny and I'm exaggerating or whatever, but this is a serious thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So my example is, like, I had already had hella signs and whatever that my husband was cheating on me. But it was in January before his birthday. And we were long distance, marriage at this point, Sacramento, LA. And I was like, I'm going to come up on Friday so I can spend the weekend with you for your birthday. And Thursday night, we were having a conversation on the phone. And he literally just picked a fight with me, like out of nowhere. He just hung up on me. And I was like, what? So I texted him like, did you just hang up on me? And he was like, yeah. And he went on this tangent about like how I am always degrading him and blah, 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 blah. And it really was out of nowhere. It was nothing. But what my intuition said was he's picking a fight because he doesn't want you to come up this weekend.
Right.
So I came up anyways. And I didn't say I was coming up.
Oh, okay.
And I caught him.
Caught him humping.
Well, I think it's probably better I didn't. I caught right before the girl got there. Like literally food ordered, like pants down ready, like candles lit. Like, wait a minute, what's happening right here? Why you got all this food though? Like,
I had a la carte dick.
Like, what's happening? So when I finally listened to my intuition, like, yes, like my intuition was like, no, girl, just pack up your cat because my cat goes everywhere, and just drive your butt up there and just surprise, like, happy birthday. Well, of course, he tripped out, like ran in the bathroom, clearly to like call the girl or whatever to tell her not to come. It was like in there for like 20 minutes, came out, and you know, like most people, their spouse, I hadn't seen him in like 2 weeks, would be happy, like, oh, baby, you just drove to see me. Like, oh, no, like his first reaction was like, why are you here? Why didn't you tell me you were on your way? What are you doing? And I was like, Negro, no, like it's over. Like, it's a wrap.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the broken boy picker. Why do good women consistently pick the wrong guy? Are you going from relationship to relationship, even though they all end up unhappy because you just can't stand to be alone for any length of time? Ooh. Are you a fuck girl? Oh my goodness. Which is a fuck boy magnet? The number to dial, 323-230-4610. The idea of being in a romantic relationship is so compelling to you that you might be overlooking the fact that your guy is not the partner you actually hoped for. And you find yourself on the hamster wheel of trying to make it fit. Mm-hmm. Ugh, it's right. 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller, you're on the line. Caller. Hello? Caller? You know we get a few of these Boost Mobiles. Caller? You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Hello? 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 Caller? None of the calls work. Caller, you're on the line?
What's going down, man?
What's up, bro? What's happening?
It's your boy, I am Jarrell out in Houston.
What up, Jarrell out in Houston? What's the dealio, famo?
Man, you speaking on a powerful topic tonight, man. I appreciate that.
Come on, man. I try to do it right.
Well, I'm going to say this, man.
Speak on it. I can't hear you, bro.
Women, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Go ahead. Okay, brother, are you there or no?
Yeah.
Okay. He's in a tornado.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, he's in a tornado. It's fine. Just call us back, Jarrell.
Hello?
Are you there? Are you there for sure this time?
I'm here for sure.
All right. We're going to listen to you now. Speak on it, bro.
I feel like women and men tend to pick somebody that fits their circumstances versus picking somebody that fits them. So if they're broke or they choose a broke man, it's because that broke man can actually pay them more attention than the normal people a man that's working can. And it goes the same way for men that pick a broke woman. That broke female has more time to spend catering to you and being nice because you potentially can be a come up for them.
Wow.
Absolutely. He's on it.
Well, hey, I'm glad we waited for you to drop that nugget. We appreciate you for the call, man. Thanks again. That was straight heat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Caller, You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Okay, they're all gone. Wow.
Circumstance. Right?
Does that happen? Like, a woman will say, fuck it. What, does that make a woman a fuck girl?
Yeah, it's definitely still a fuck
You're
girl.
dating the payoff instead of the person?
The payoff or your need for time. Like he said, like I do know a lot of females that like say they want to do it with a job, but then keep dating broke guys, but it's because they can text them all day and be with them all day just lounging. And I'm like, I ain't got time to just lounge. I need you to be out doing something while
But
I'm
you know
doing
what?
something.
We got to stop with the broke shit. Because African Americans are broke.
Yeah, I don't care if you're broke, but it's why and what are you doing with your time?
Right.
Like, I'd rather you be a broke entrepreneur than just broke.
There's a lot of women breaking up with broke entrepreneurs.
Hey, I ain't a lot of women, so
did y'all just hear that? There's a lot of women breaking up with broke entrepreneurs. Beyonce and all these celebrities done fucked y'all brain up. Y'all think it's supposed to be.
No, it's a struggle to work for yourself. But if you're a felon or if you're a black man with little education or you're discriminated against, the only way to break the cycle is to create one of your own. So I'd rather date a black man who's like, I'm going to try to do this, I'm going to try to do that, versus working just at McDonald's for $10 an hour. Like, again, the black man is the most unutilized, untapped resource in the world. So I'm like, I'd rather sit with you and help you nurse this little dream of yours for years than just have you
my little
do
dream
nothing.
and all. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just love black men. I need y'all to just be something.
But here's the thing. We scraped it last show.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I love what she says. And it's smart. But let's come back and really look at it in context.
Right.
I need y'all to be something.
Right, just be doing something.
Sister, what are you?
I'm me.
It's not rhetorical.
No,
what are
that's
you?
Me. I'm a giver, I'm a multiplier, I'm an adder. So if you tell me you have a dream, that's what I do. I build you, I support you, I give to you. So if you're like, oh, I want to do this, I'd be like, oh, you need a website? Let's do it, baby.
Exactly.
You need a da-da-da. Like,
right.
I'm an adder multiplier.
And this is why I love sisters.
That's me.
This is why I love women. I love sisters. Watch. Women can build mansions out of bat guano.
Yeah.
Wow.
All I'm saying is, can we evaluate the materials first?
Yes.
Let's not just build a bat guano castle.
Yes.
I want to evaluate the materials.
Like brick or quartz, maybe?
So if the material, right? If the material is white supremacy, if the material is capitulation to a white supremacist system,
Amen.
Right.
does that then reduce the sister who is an advocate of making it through the system a supporter of white supremacy?
Wow. The deduction.
I mean, yes, technically it does. I believe so. Like, I'd rather you get your MBA because you want to start your own business versus get an MBA, a master's in business administration, to work for a white guy in his corporation.
Right.
Like, again, I'd rather you get your education so you can work outside the system than to continue to perpetuate a system that already exists to work against us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% with you. But can we just be honest? The way of the modern day sister today
Right.
is finding a safe place within an illusion.
Wow.
Yeah. They'll pick the guy perpetuating the system because they would rather pick security over breaking the system down. Yeah.
It's really just about, let's find this plateau.
Right.
This is normal. This is accepted. This is what they said is dope. We got it.
Right.
We living the life right now. The nigga, this happening.
Right. I mean, that is the average woman, especially black women. They want security. And I think in that security, they are actually, most of them, I'll say it, are perpetuating white supremacy because they're living in the white system. We're getting degrees to work in white businesses based on their definition of what wealth is.
We're getting degrees to be exploited.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
But
we're getting student loan debt to
again.
owe them to work in their system. So yeah, it's fucked up.
And I feel like it is the easy way out. Some people are like, I'm tired. I don't care. Just you got your shit together? Okay, cool. Like, it's like they don't. It's just kind of like, let's just do it this way. Let's go. This works, but it doesn't really work.
Now,
Are you a fuck girl? If you've dated, okay, cool.
But what if you're okay, cool?
That's what I'm saying.
That's why he's like,
what
you're
if
a
the
fuck
woman
girl?
is okay, cool?
That's why he's a fuck
and
girl.
he's okay and cool and
That's your soulmate.
So y'all fuck boy, fuck girl together.
Y'all cool. But I'm just saying, because a lot of women be like, I don't want to settle.
Right.
Social collapse. 45% of African American males are unemployed. That's an indicator of social collapse. The brothers that are not in the 45% range. Okay, let's see.
Not me. I'm back. Yeah, I got it.
No. I like to point out my cousin. I got a couple of cousins like this, but I'm gonna point out one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do my young cousin first. Let's do the really young one. Then I'm gonna do one that's near me. The young one. Let's see. Graduated from UCLA. He was a football star. Medically retired. Look him up right now. Dietrich Riley. He's a Ford model right now. Let's see. UCLA graduate, high-end degree, Ford model. He fucking all of y'all.
whoa.
He knocking it all down. Get in motherfucking line. There, you don't get to dominate nothing. You don't get to tell me what to do, when to be, where to go. What? I'll be over there when I get over there. Goddammit. I'm just what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying he's like that because he's a good guy. What I'm actually saying is those guys have options out the yin yang, high end options. Hey, on the way over here, pick up some motherfucking Coleys. You understand? I want the motherfucking pineapple ginger, no ice. Last time you brought ice in that shit, you understand? No ice, you understand?
Terrible.
You see him, don't you? Yeah, I see you over there. She done looked him up.
She said,
Her face explains it.
That's why I didn't even look. I was like,
that's why she didn't say nothing. Like, I get it.
That's my little cousin. That's the little cousin. When he's 21. Right?
Also, she lost interest.
Never mind.
21.
Never mind.
21,
I used to date
22.
a Ford model. It's not that tight.
Okay, fall easy breezy. All I'm saying is like, but all the sisters got the expectation of we gone, yeah, up to the top. Wait a minute, hold on. When you're dealing with men, especially African American men, that are not, we don't have no record, we got bread, we educated, we single and enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little number thing outside the door. Take one. I'm gonna call you when your number come up. Because there's options there, and we have to keep that in mind. Right? I got another cousin. Let's see. He's a little closer to me. Graduated from LMU Law School. LMU Law. He's a lawyer, by the way.
I like that the slow
I
beat
know.
just dropped right then. Like,
Just right there.
okay.
He also graduated from USC.
Nice.
Civil engineer. So he's an engineer and a lawyer.
Tight.
I was like, is this black people meet?
Right.
Now, he has a girlfriend, but he's not married. But his girlfriend is a judge.
Yeah, they meant to be together.
But he's not married. He's kind of like, hey. But do you understand? Like, and I'm not saying the average girl can't have that. I'm just saying relationships are predicated on power struggles.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna balance that? So that's the rare end, right? That's the rare end. Come back to the middle. Let's come back to the center of the bell. We're not going to be on the edge of the bell curve. Let's get back in the middle. Your unemployed ass got to do something special, my nigga. What we gonna do?
But that's a problem.
What's the problem?
Say more
The
about
fact that he's like, well, when we say you have to do something special or something like that, it's like, why don't you even already want to just be more, I guess, in your life? So it's like, so when you say like, as if you're not working towards something, it's like, it makes sense because it's like, you don't have to have it all figured out, but as long as you have something to work with, it's like, cool. Like, I'm not going to just automatically put you to the side and
That's
say,
why I love setting up these questions. Keep saying you're not going to put them to the side.
yeah, I'm not going to push you to the side. It's like, like if you feel, if I feel like in any way I can help you, like I helped someone, get their website going and redesign it instead of, because they were running into financial situations, with their business. So I'm like, you know what, I'll make your website for you. I know how to do it. And I made a bomb-ass website and I didn't charge, because websites do cost a lot. I've done it for thousands of dollars for people, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's nothing wrong with a woman trying to help build someone up, because a lot of girls be like, oh, you ain't got no money? You can't even take me on a date? And it's like, you don't need to, like, I don't feel like we automatically should be looked at as a fuck, I'm saying girls that do that, a fuck girl, because I'm not going to say we, but you're not going to claim it? I'm not going to claim it.
That's cool.
But, because I'm not doing that no more. But I'm saying that
wow.
When I did, it was coming from a good place.
Post-fuck girlism.
Yeah. Okay, call it what you want, but
I like it.
So I just feel like it's only an issue when the guy takes advantage of someone that's really genuinely caring. And that's when the girl, instead, she needs to walk away and stop continuing to deal with someone that's clearly shown you he don't appreciate this. That's when she becomes the fuck girl, if she stays with being taken advantage of. That's
good
not
shit.
cool.
I like it. Sarah?
I have this issue with this term F girl. I think
F-girl.
I'm not gonna curse on the radio, but for me, when I think of an F boy, like the term that we use, I think of a man who is not considerate of the women that he's dating, because there's usually multiple ones. He's either lying to them or he's acting like he's something that he's not.
Agreed.
He's a chameleon. He's a different person under disguise. Just someone who's a complete deception. That's what I think of when I think of an F boy.
Agreed.
So I like to use that same analogy for an F girl. So I don't consider someone who has been, as you're saying, the victim of dealing with an F boy as an F girl. I'd say an F girl is the same type of girl who's like acting like she's something she's not. Right. She's in it for the money, or she's in it for other reasons. That's what I would consider an F girl. So now when it comes to women who are being taken advantage of, sometimes you're small, sometimes you're just more naive, sometimes you're more inexperienced. I don't think that you're necessarily an F girl because you get taken advantage of. You just have more learning to do. You have to learn from your experiences. When you enable someone, it doesn't make you a bad person if you don't know that you're enabling it. That's my response.
And it's not fair to call them stupid either.
It's not. Yeah, it's not fair to call them an F girl when sometimes they don't know what they're doing to themselves.
Right. I'll say if it only happened one time, yes. But if you have history of doing it,
let me set you up, Tiff.
Hold on. Some girls are F girls.
Speak to it.
Right. Well, finish, Tiff. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, yeah, just. If it's happened one time, yeah, you're young, you're inexperienced, but there are women out here who really are perpetually dating F boys, and it's because they are F girls, and that's where you need to take accountability. If you're perpetually being the victim and victimized, it's because I pull it back to self-confidence. Like you lack self-reflection, you lack accountability, and there's something in you that attracts people who would like to take advantage of you.
But is that an F girl? Is that someone who needs just other kinds of help? Like you have low self-esteem. Like these sound like personal issues. These don't sound like the characteristics of an F girl to me.
This is what I'm gonna call out as a contradiction of empathy.
Okay. Yes.
Women are way more empathetic towards other women.
Yeah. Definitely.
Women call fuck boys all day. But then let's add the caveat of maybe she's in a different.
Well, that's what I said. If you know what's going on and you're allowing it, it's like, all right, I can't even feel bad for you or justify your actions at this point, because he's taking advantage of you and you keep doing it. It's like,
so let me tell you what Freud called it. Dating the same motherfucker over and over and over again. Repetition compulsion is a psychological phenomenon in which a person repeats a traumatic event or its circumstances over and over again. This includes reenacting the event or putting oneself in situations where the event is likely to happen again. Why y'all do that?
I was tricked.
Just can't take responsibility.
I'm kidding. No, that's definitely their fault for sure. You have to just want, like you said, you just want better for yourself, that confidence. Like,
I think you need to take a moment to be single for a second and look at yourself and look at why you got into that situation. For me, I was in a relationship on and off for about 4 years and all throughout college. I mentioned in the last episode. And that was just a traumatic situation. He was cheating on me. It was all types of bad. And I was 18 through 22. And then after that, I stopped dating for 2 years. I didn't have sex with anyone. I was celibate for 2 years after that. And that's when I traveled. That's when I moved to LA. I traveled. I did my own thing. I focused on what I wanted to do. I read an insurmountable amount of work and self-help books. I got involved in myself. I just dug really, really deep. And since then, every relationship I've been in has been better than the previous one. And I've managed to be friends with all of my exes, all of them. And I mean, we don't keep in contact on a like day-to-day basis, but if I needed to say, oh, like check out this book, or, oh, can you do this for me because I'm whatever, that relationship is still there. And that's because of the self-work I did. So when it comes to these situations, I think women need to take a moment, work on yourself.
You know how hard it is to get a woman to work on herself? Listen, can we just be honest? There are some women out there who will have children to avoid working on themselves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, somebody listening to the show, oh, he hate women. Listen, is that not true, Tiffany?
It is true. Women, well, first and foremost, babies are the number one distraction for everybody. So if you're, especially love, I tell people, they're like, why do you wait so long to have kids, blah, blah, blah. One, look I'm getting divorced. And I tell you right now, I'm so glad I do not have a child yoking me to this man. But also, it's more selfish to have a baby when you lack love and you think that baby's going to add love. All babies need is love. So if you're lacking it and you choose to have a baby for any reason but you are secure in yourself and life, you are selfish.
Okay, so let me wait.
So people have babies to add love.
Let me stop you right there because I'm going to let you come right back. Sarah.
Yes.
A woman who has a child that lacks self-love. Is that a fuck girl?
A woman who has a child that lacks self-love.
Yes. She had a child before she discovered self-love.
I don't think we fully define what an F girl is. We have not defined it.
We done brought up a gang of points.
She just got a different opinion.
I guess, or maybe I maybe need like a concrete definition because I think that from where I'm coming from,
number
I'm
one,
not
somebody
using the right
who someone who ignores her intuition.
Okay.
From the holographic relationship. Let's just.
We're getting an excerpt.
Let's go back to the holographic relationship.
Is the F girl and the F boy the same thing?
No, I'm saying I don't think they're the same because you're like.
Well, no. They're not the same.
Right.
But
okay.
They're in need of each other to reconcile each other.
Okay. All right. I get you.
Right?
I get you.
Baggage can only become a blessing when it's unpacked.
Oh.
The holographic relationship. So the fuck girl in you calls the fuck boy to you.
I got it. Okay.
Ugh.
I know.
I get it. I get where you're going.
Yikes.
Man, I'm staying single. Stay away.
Drama free.
Wait, I swear you said there was a boy on your mind like a few weeks ago.
Wait on the radio.
Okay. Call her ass
like single.
to the floor.
Single.
Call her out.
What?
Please. Put her out there.
I just wanted to make sure I heard correctly.
There's someone of interest, but I'm single.
Okay. Got it, girl. I got it.
And the fuckery continues. Caller, you're on the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you're calling from?
What's happening, pimp? This
What's
is Are You
happening?
Serious from Sacramento.
What's up, Pimp?
Yeah, so I'm calling because this is a very interesting conversation that I'm hearing right now, because there's a lot of different narratives that women have, right? So a lot of women tend to play the victim or try to skew the truth to make themselves come out better. And then they tend to call the man a fuck boy when really the woman is a fuck girl. I was in a marriage situation where I felt like my woman, and it goes into a lot of domestic violence situations, but the women, like, they would hit on me. So I had a situation where my ex-wife actually hit me. And I told her, yo, you hit me again, it's not gonna, it's over. So then another situation came where she put her hands on me. And at that point in time, mentally, I was completely done, right? So, like, for example, Miss Tiffany, she put her hands on me when I was married to her, and then she did it again. And then she likes to bring up different situations in which she likes to say, hey, I want to say that he was domestically violent. See, there was a situation where I put a restraining order on my ex-wife, Tiffany. Yeah. See, I put a restraining order on her. The next day, she goes into court and then puts a restraining order on me, not because she felt violent, but because she felt the need to get money, because there's a situation at the end of the restraining order in which you can get money. And like that to me is crazy, because, like, for example, the story that she was telling earlier, I was upset with her because I called her. And she was like, well, what do you want to do? What's your dreams? And I've told her my dreams multiple times. And the fact when you ignore a man and he gives your heart and he tells you, hey, this is what I want to do, and she ignores it, that irritated me. So when she then says he got mad at me, and then when I popped up and I knew he was cheating at that point, no, she had access to my phone. She won't tell you that. She had the ability to say, hey, I want to FaceTime you. And I told her, hey, FaceTime me anytime you like, because that's how the truth works, right? So when you have these women coming on this show talking about different things and saying that they're in domestic abuse situations and he financially was manipulating me, that's sad, because she had 2 credit cards with no limit and she maxed out both of them. I didn't tell her not to use certain things. I said, hey, could you chill out? We sat several times, and I said, hey, you just spent $3,000 in the last 20 days. You want to chill out? Hey, you did it again. You just spent $3,000 in the last 20 days. So she can sit there and say, like, hey, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's not being a man. He's not doing all these different things. So it's funny to me how someone can sit there and make up all of these stories and tell these different versions of stories about, oh, he went and deleted numbers in the bathroom and that's how I knew he was cheating. She didn't talk about how she said she was tracking me at an address that she thought I was at. And lo and behold, whatever tracking system that she was using was wrong. And I was sitting on the couch in front of her, and whatever tracking system she was using said I was at a different address. So there are different situations in which women like to play the victim to be cheered on, to try to play that note of, and I always told her, you can't try to write a book off of our lives. Just live the real life. You're not a struggling actor. I'm paying for everything. You're not paying for a dime. You didn't pay for one thing in the world. I'm still paying the rent now. So see, there's a different situation in which women try to manipulate the system to make themselves feel better. I don't know that the crew ain't probably listening or liking the situation because they're Team Tiffany. I get it. I completely understand. But you have to understand in this rhetoric, you can respond if you want. I see you shaking and acting like, no, that's not the truth. But you know, every single thing I said is the truth. We have women that go to court for real domestic abuse. And you sit there and lie in court on a man that's trying to do right by you, but it's done. The only reason we're not together now is because I didn't want you. It has nothing to do with you thinking that I was cheating. It has nothing to do with any financial situations. It's because I didn't want you, and that isn't good enough for you. So it has to be something else.
All right, so, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was...
I mean, I know they wanted to cut me off, but I got tired of.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
If we wanted to cut you off, I would have cut you off as soon as I recognized it,
Yeah.
We let you talk. We let you get it off.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you for the call, bro. Unless you want to respond to him.
Well,
I haven't talked to him since January 19th, though, so I'm straight.
You good? All right, cool.
Also, you haven't sent me emails over and over. You haven't sent the voicemail to my mom
What we're not gonna do
that I
is
can
that
play for
part.
you on the radio.
So-
Like, I don't know about all these lies that.
Wow. This show really turned up in another direction.
It did. I knew it was going to happen. He's a fan of the show. He's the reason I'm on the show, you all. So I give him credit for that. Like I said, he's super supportive of my career. I've never talked down in the fact that, like, he really does believe in me. And I don't know if he loves me or not, you guys. I'm going to say that. So super supportive. The issue with relationships is that everybody has their truth and their perspective. So, yeah, he did pay for everything, you all. He really did. It's how he did it that didn't work out. We've talked about financial infidelity, and that's been, consistent on the show. I'm very transparent. And yeah, the restraining order, he tried to get one to block his Apple phone and his Apple Watch, you all. So I couldn't have access. I've never had my husband's password to his phone. I've never had passwords to his email. Nothing. So all of that is hogwash. That's how we got where we were, ignoring your intuition, letting things happen that shouldn't happen. So I'm very transparent. I guess he's just super mad that I'm on the podcast that he listens to all the time. And I get to have an awesome platform with you ladies to process what I'm going through in life. But yeah, he's also very mad because he did pay for everything, but he was being had financial infidelity. So now the court is, holding him to provide still. So he's court ordered to pay spousal support to me, and he's mad about that. So that's that.
Let me come back.
Yes.
Wow.
To the topic at hand.
Yes.
She choosing.
Little curveball.
She choosing.
I chose that.
The
I chose
broken
him. Yeah.
boy picker.
I did choose him.
Why do women pick the wrong man? A deeper look at why some women consistently choose the wrong man. Tiffany.
I owned it. I was very much in a place when I met him.
No.
Yeah.
I want to go here.
You mean in general?
I want to go here. What's broken about your boy picker? I want you to think about it.
Okay.
I want you to think about it. I want you to give me 3. Oh, yes. This is for all of you.
Oh, no. Yes. I hate this.
Oh, let me think about it.
This is for all of you. This is for all of you. The 3 things that you choose in a man that always, because women act like they don't see patterns in your relationships, in your choices. I want you to name 3 things you choose that always lead you to fuckery. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you fuckery choosers. Yes. And I'm going to start with Joel's badass.
No, you
I got
always
2,
start
but I
with
don't
me
know what
and
the third one is.
know.
You do know.
No, I don't. Give me that.
What about your bad attitude, fuckery?
I don't even have one. Here's the thing. I will say this.
3 things.
I don't even think it's him, though. It's me. Like, I think I'm always so concerned about not upsetting someone that I don't stand up for myself. That's the problem. It's so funny because they'll be like, you're so mean in like real life. Not mean as in like I'm a mean person, but like I'm blunt. Like I'll say it how it is. Like, but when it comes to situations that I'm in with a guy, like I don't have that same attitude. I'm very like, I'm quiet. I don't like to stand up for myself. And, I just kind of like let them control the situation. I think I like a guy in control, but I think I let them have too much. And so maybe that's one thing that I choose. And that's pretty much really it. And because I don't, as far as my main issues with that, I choose because half the time I think most of it is just me of what I allow.
Are you superficial?
No, I am, but like, okay, here's the thing.
Pisces moment.
No. Yes, but okay, so like, listen, let me explain. So like in real life, I'd be like, no. But half the guys that I've ended up with, I was never attracted to begin with. You know what I mean? Because I'm friends with them. You know what I mean? It's different. So like, I I date, but people that are my actual boyfriends, I was never like sexually attracted to them at first. We were just friends, and I'd be like, ew, I would never date him, and then they'll be my boyfriend because we get so close, and it's like, everything seems different. So like I am sometimes, but most of the time I'm really not. When it comes down to it, if we're really close and really best friends, like that superficial stuff is out the window, and all my standards that I want out of a guy, I just let it go because I'm like, I just love this person for who he is. So I feel like that's another thing.
Hey, do me a favor, bring that beat back. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat back. Oh my God, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
But wait, I forgot one.
You do know that not knowing what the fuck you want is also an issue. It's also fuck girlism, which attracts fuck boyism.
Right.
Your uncertainty represents an opportunity to a fuck boy.
Right.
Just
that could be my issue. Like that was my issue. I feel like I think I was so caught up on the fact that like just being able to be friends first was like, oh, that's the key. But it's really not, because when you're friends with someone sometimes before and then developing a relationship, sometimes they forget to treat you like their woman. They still think that they can do whatever and joke with you. However, they forget to have that. Sometimes they can have that level of respect. And I feel like that's why I say maturity. I just think I was just always dating an immature guy that didn't know how to treat a woman properly. Their woman properly.
But if you say, well, I'll come back to that.
Well, here's the thing. They never had to court me. We already had to skip all of that. The previous boyfriends I've had, we were friends.
You don't come across as someone who wants to be courted.
I really don't, but maybe I feel like I always thought I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I always thought I didn't want that, but now I'm realizing.
Do you sense what everyone senses in the room about you?
No.
Like,
what you mean?
No, you're gray. You're gray. You're not black and white. You're gray. You're complex.
That's not fair. I don't like
so what they would call that is mixed signals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting a mixed bag because you're emanating a mixed energy.
Yeah, that's true.
You pick that up?
No, I definitely
cool.
agree. But I'm just saying though, I agree though, because I feel like it's that friend thing, and then
is that also fuck girlism, which attracts fuck boyism? I mean, I'm just.
Well, gray attracts gray then, so you're just both.
Not necessarily.
Weird.
Not necessarily. Gray can also attract the predator.
Yeah.
She's not
right.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And
she's not sure.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an opportunity.
That's true. I agree. That's why I said I felt like I didn't know. I was like, I didn't think I want to be courted, but now I'm like, I kind of do. You know,
kind of do. Okay.
I just went on my a first date with someone last year, and I was 25. But it was like weird because it wasn't like I never got asked. I just would always say no. I'd be like, no. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want, you don't got to spend no money on me in school. I can take myself to dinner. It's fine. Like I always had that mentality, and it's like that's why I never got someone to treat me the way I need to be treated because I didn't put that out there.
I want you to say what you just said. Say it again, but try to say it with the perspective of you outside of your body yourself say that.
Which part? Sorry.
About, you ain't got to do that.
Oh.
I mean, I had opportunities, but I was like, nah, you step outside yourself and watch yourself when you say that again. You see,
it's hard. I mean,
yeah.
It was just like.
But I'm just saying that's something you're projecting.
Yeah, I just would reject anyone trying to do anything for me because I thought, go
deeper into that ideation.
So speak in third person.
No.
Oh.
I want you to examine the thought behind the statement.
Yeah, I basically don't. I never wanted to come off like the girl that was using a guy. So instead of
there's the issue.
Right. So I never wanted to feel like I can come across anyway. You can never say like you was you only hit me up when you want something or X, Y, and Z. And so that's why every time someone would try to do anything for me, I would turn it down.
So that belief makes you a fuck girl, which attracts fuck boys. Okay, because fine. It can be exploited.
Yes, exactly. 100%. Right.
That'll be $400. Now,
but I grew from that. I moved on.
Now,
that's all that matters.
Right now, my girl Sarah, what's up?
I'm still thinking
Those
about
3.
mine. I'm still thinking. Could we go to Tiffany first?
No.
As I think.
No.
No, they didn't force it out of me.
She said, now they didn't force it out of me.
Not yet. I'm not ready.
You're not ready? All right, I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
Oh, I wrote mine down so I wouldn't forget. I wrote them
Tiffany?
down. Okay, I wrote them down. I wrote it. Wrote them
See,
down.
she had time. Anyway.
I thought he was going to come for me first. I was like, oh, Jesus, help. Holy Spirit.
I mean, she had just came off of real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Real life.
That break.
Real life, for real. Okay, what order do I even say them in? Because I don't want to get distracted. I'm going to use these first 2 first. Even though I had the checklist, like the unrealistic, like Black woman checklist, I actually usually ignored it and dated down. So by that, like I had the checklist, but the people I dated were always less than that checklist. So they usually didn't have the degree. They maybe didn't have a car, didn't meet the qualities on the checklist. So I had the checklist, but I often and always ignored it or didn't follow it. So it ended up it was dating down. Like the person I was dating had less of the just, checklist qualities or accomplishments or whatever. Also,
Wait, hold on 1 second. Can you date an accomplishment? Okay, finish.
I'm just saying, like, just if you're, status in the community, whatever, education, job, income, like I always have dated down. Also, I date projects. So men who need help in some way, because I'm an adder multiplier. So that would be like my fault is that I always am finding people who like, they need help. They're a mess themselves. Like, oh, Jesus.
Okay, stop. An add or multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
You could also add and multiply the complexity, disorder, and confusion. It isn't always positive in adding or multiplying.
Correct.
Okay, finish.
Correct. And then the last one, and I would prefer not to have to give up on this particular thing, but I've always dated bomb sex, so I get distracted. I always I stay in bad relationships longer than I should because the sex is bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said you hated it.
Wait a minute, but you hate it?
I mean, I hate that.
You hate it because you know it's good and you get manipulated by wood.
Right.
Wood manipulation.
Yes. So yes, he can be as angry as he wants, but yes, I should have left that relationship a long time ago. But it's all good.
You don't need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't need
Don't
to
give
know.
him no compliments.
That's fine. It's okay.
Don't start commiserating. Don't give him no compliments, girl.
I mean, I just own my experience. It's my
They automatically come together like one big ass girl ball.
Amoeba.
You ain't gonna get her.
No.
What the fuck?
No.
Never mind. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
But yeah, so that as someone like with sex addiction as part of my past and like knowing things, like, yeah, that's something that easily distracts me.
Sex, huh?
Yeah.
So when we say distract, let's replace the word distract with compromise.
Okay.
Does sex cause you to compromise your integrity?
Sometimes, yes. Yes.
But what we all know is sometimes. Nothing is all the time.
Okay. Much of the time, if it's on the Richter scale of 8 or higher, yes, it will cause me to compromise.
Claim your fuck girlism.
I mean, there's a certain, it's not just any sex. Ugh.
Grab it.
But yeah, good sex will
Grab
make
your
me compromise.
fuck girlism by the horns. Grab it. Grab the horns. Let's see it.
Oh my God.
Grab. Come on. Grab the horns of your fuck girlism.
Right.
You're not going to do it?
What do you actually want me to grab horns on? What's happening over here?
Because
What's going on?
listen, you can't be accountable unless there's acceptance.
No, like I compromised a lot because of good sex.
Grab
like that relationship.
the
So I
horns
compromised. We've already talked about it. I
of
compromised a
your
lot.
Fuck girlism. Go ahead.
Again, are these real horns?
No.
I don't know what's happening.
Should have grabbed
But
the ear.
I'm just saying, it's a fucking experiment. It's a thought experiment.
Right.
And what I love about Iyanla Van Zandt, she said, this is how you know you over some shit or you forgiven some shit. There's no residual energy that comes. Like you don't feel bad. You don't feel hurt. You don't feel remorse, reminisce, regret, all of that. You don't feel all of that.
Right.
You could talk about it and there's no sting. There's no zap. So part of just going through the process of grabbing the horns.
Yeah, I was like, am I supposed to really go, what's happening right now?
Because again, I always say women are the writer, director, producers of relationships.
Yeah.
You guys write the script, men act the part.
Right.
Grab the horns. Come on.
No, I really was just doing. I think I did it 10 times, right? Oh, are we
just
supposed to
want
all
you to
do it
do
together? No.
You need a crew.
I mean, where are the horns at, though? Like,
Right there.
For real.
There you go.
Here.
The horns. She has the horns.
Horn.
Because here's the thing. Men get blamed for a lot of shit that happened to y'all. And some of the shit is real heinous and fucked up.
Right.
Right? But I also want to point out the fact that women are co-creators of their experience.
Right. Yes.
And if you're a co-creator of your experience, number one, you got to own what you created. Number two, you have to own the origin of the story you tell yourself to get over it. I don't know if they heard that.
I did. The story you make up to get over it. I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yep.
I'm trying to help.
No, that's real shit.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah, a lot of women make up the victim story to like really help them cope so they can move along and feel better about themselves.
Yep. I use
Absolutely.
anger. It works
Anger,
for me.
yeah.
Because it's like I want to, instead of crying over you not just treating me right, I just get mad. And it's like, because if I don't like you, then I'm not going to have any desire to be with you anymore.
Baby
like,
girl, do you know crying is a sign of good health?
It is, but I'm just saying, like, of crying, not to crying because it's like, why don't you love me? Like,
You know what you
that
are?
is not cool.
You know what you are? How you present yourself? This might not be you in real life. This could be a radio personality. But how you present yourself here, you know how you present yourself? A beautiful callus.
Ooh.
We don't get down to the surface, goddammit.
I don't like being called out on the spot. Talk about her.
The voice of reason is on fire. She choosing. The Broken Boy Picker Show. Why do good women pick the wrong man?
Next topic.
A deeper look at why some women consistently choose fuck boys. The number to dial, 323-230-4610. That's the number to dial, 323-230-4610. Wow. Why do women incessantly repeat their relationship past? Are women the worst relationship students?
No.
Fuck.
Maybe.
Sarah thinks somebody forgot her, but I didn't. What's up with them three?
Gosh. Hopefully,
should have been making notes.
I know. I should have been making notes. Okay, so I'm really trying to think about it. I only came up with two, so maybe, everyone can help me come up with a third. But
Can't nobody help you come up with
trying
your own
to think
commercials.
about it. It's hard.
We don't know your life.
I know it's hard. It's hard. And the reason why I say it's hard is because the men that I've dated, they've all been really great. They've been the last three. The last three have been really great. Which is. And the first one, but that was when I was in college, which was 5 years ago. So I don't even want to, I've learned so much since then. But okay, so my first one would be, for me, I tend to date on-the-go men, like men who are really busy with their schedules and traveling and things to do and responsibility. And the last three men that I've dated, black men, all black men, and they were all entrepreneurs. So either in their startup phase or they're the CEO, so they have so much responsibility. And for me, I feel like I attract those men as well as like those because I like the ambition. I like the dedication, like I said before, the alignment with the purpose. However, and I also like my autonomy. So I like to just not deal with people 24/7. Like, I really like my freedom. I'm an Aries. I enjoy my freedom. Where that does take a turn, though, is that when I am feeling very girly and emotional and I want some more time, then it's like, well, this worked all this time of us, hanging out only this many days a week. And now you want to switch it up and see me more. And I can't really do that.
How does freedom want consistency?
And that's my problem. So for the most time, I want freedom. For the most time, I do want my freedom. I do. I love it. But then there are some times where I want to switch it up. And so that I feel like that kind of falls back on me.
Wow.
The second one would be...
I'm just saying, can we identify the contradiction of thought there? And how the contradiction of thought creates the problem?
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can we own that?
I think it's me.
Yeah,
I think it's me.
Sure.
And not them. But it could be a little bit of both.
Oh.
The second one, gosh, what was it? I said busy. And then the second was...
I mean, that's just some woman shit. Women are like that. I want you when I want you. I don't want you all the time.
Yeah.
But when I want you, I really want you.
Okay, so is that you guys too? I don't know.
No, the dudes I'll be messing with, they don't even pay me no mind. To be honest. No. They just be like, hey, we gonna watch the game. Cool, I'm about to do this.
No, mine are pretty consistent. Like,
they
I
don't
want to see you as much as I can.
Nah, they
see
don't
you.
be checking for me.
So the second one for me would be, I feel like this also goes back to me, but sometimes when I get bored, I get dramatic and like hopeless romantic dramatic, and I'm working on it, but I am guilty of like stirring up the pot a little bit to get some like hopeless romantic romance drama so we can like make up.
Oh, so you can fight so you can get
it's not necessarily a fight.
She likes to fight.
It's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's just like a little bit of, just stirring the pot a little bit. Stirring the pot a little bit so that I can, so it's not too sedimentary. I don't like it to get boring. And that's definitely a quality of like an Aries.
So let's talk about boredom.
But I feel like those are me, not really them.
Let's talk about boredom.
Entertain you.
Right? Which causes you to pick the wrong guys.
Yes.
Because now you're picking a guy based off of stimulation.
Yes.
So
there we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I always tell people, like, people who claim the spirit shit. Spirituality is sedentary. You don't master the body, right, by doing shit. The spiritual dude is in a cave, starving himself.
A little monk.
Right.
Do you understand? He's mastered some disciplines. He's disconnected himself from the mokshas, right? The desires and all of that shit. He's disconnected himself from that. Spirituality is sedentary. So when I see a girl running around talking about I'm spiritual, but I'm bored. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to know the difference from stimulation and watch this, self-actualization. There's a difference. So the one that needs to be stimulated has to constantly be doing. When you're, first off, doing is a distraction. A lot of people don't understand this on the spirit level, especially for the one that needs to be stimulated.
Right.
What are we doing? Where are we going? What's the next event?
Right.
Stimulation, movement. We got to be doing. We got to be doing.
Yeah.
Being is sedentary. Being doesn't have to do. Being just is. This is why I say a lot of people really don't want that spirit gang. That spirit gang is real. A lot of people don't want that.
Yes.
A lot of people don't want that. You want some spirit shit? Sit down. Be humble.
Yeah.
Sit down. What's that old saying, Big Mama? You say you wouldn't have been in an accident if you weren't there.
True. Yeah.
Be.
True.
Doing puts you there.
Yes. Amen.
Right. That's true.
I know this shit is hitting y'all in
It's
such
hitting me.
a way right
That's
now.
why I had to move it over here.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now, that's on spirit. That's on philosophy. All that shit.
Right.
Then when you put the fucking finances on top of that,
Lord
living
Jesus.
in America,
Lord Jesus.
now women got to find a different method of choosing a man. What? How do you judge what are merits in him now? Right? Quality, integrity, character. How do you get that line for us, brother? Get that line for us, brother. We're going to answer all of these calls.
Yes, please.
Right? Get that second line. Get that second one. So let me just say this. A lot of women don't know the difference between character and characteristics.
Right.
A lot of women fuck with characteristics and they think characteristics, i.e. behavior, is character.
Right.
Two different things. A lot of women choose on talent. Just because a nigga talented don't mean he good for you.
Right.
And his talent doesn't necessarily translate to him being a good person.
Right.
Right.
That's true.
How do y'all pick? Because if you just pick based on social merits, college, job, degree, that still doesn't translate to high character.
Right.
First off, America, corporations, mercenary type situations. The company Bear, it was reported in the news. The company Bear, the aspirin company, these motherfuckers had some medication that actually was transmitting, I think it was HIV or some AIDS or some shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Fuck it. We got caught. We're not going to sell it in America no more. We're going to sell
America.
it. We're going to sell it to France. You mean the drug that's giving people AIDS?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
So corporations in America don't really care about human beings.
Right.
We don't mind laying motherfuckers off. We don't mind selling people poison. We don't give a fuck. So please understand, if it's all social-based, society-based, there's a certain level of a mercenary type nature in that. So you do need God. You do need spirituality. You do need grounding. So where are you choosing from? Then another layer. Oh my God, mom treated me wrong. Dad left. Look at all of these layers that are never really dealt with, and then we run to relationship in hopes that relationship will save us. No, relationship is going to expose you to what you need to work on.
Right.
And then when it gets exposed to us, what do we do then? We blame the person.
Right.
And then because we got options, we run to the other options. Caller, you're on the line. Caller? What's up, man? Turn the rain down.
I just wanted to call to take a stand to the topic.
Wait.
Tom from Detroit.
You turn it down a little bit. Turn your radio down just a little bit, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right, we got you. What's up? What's up, bro? Speak on it. Brother. Okay, we lost him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. Caller. You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Sorry about that, bro. We lost you, man. It was hard to get you.
Hey.
Hey, what up? Who is this?
It's your girl, Miss.
It's Lips. What up, baby boo? What's happening?
What's up? Yeah, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with meeting and greeting men. I think it's totally natural. You know, I just think that we, as spiritual people, intuitive people, and smart people, conscious people, we just really have to wear condoms and invest in Plan B. We just really have to be accountable. You know, if I'm ovulating, I shouldn't be acting like this nigga owe me something and have an attitude when he don't want to fuck with me after he fucked me.
Say more.
You know, we should be really careful who we pick. Like, if somebody DM me, they should have the knowledge of me. Like, they should Google me or, Facebook me and look through some pictures and, see how many kids I got and, see what I'm doing. We living in the world of technology. We shouldn't even be saying, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Lips, where your ass at? Are you in L.A.?
Yes, I'm in L.A. I'm actually in Inglewood. I had to get my hair braided.
Getting her hair done.
Why-
Hey, Miss Lips.
Why ain't your ass up here?
Because I had to get my hair braided. I'll be there Friday.
All right, because you just be showing up. That's what I'm used to, just you showing the fuck up.
Yeah, I had to get my hair done because, Darius McCrae's birthday party is tomorrow. And, I'm going to, he's doing a throwback jam, and I'm letting everybody know that, it's free. And, come out. But as far as us meeting our black men, we need to just be careful, not just to think that these black men don't have faults and issues and wounding like us. Like, I have men that, they tell me stuff, and it makes me want to cry to hear what things are done to them, like, through their father or their mother or their foster mother or their foster father or whatever like that. Like, it's some men out here really need a hug. They need a hug. They need a kiss. They need some real love from women. And I really feel that we just ain't, we ain't doing that. We worried about their pockets. You know what I'm saying?
All right, baby. I love you for calling. Thank you so much. I appreciate the info. Woo, Miss Lips, my niggas. Somebody was saying, hey, Zoe, stop saying niggas so much. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's not my fault that I know what it means. It's 2017. It's not 1865. I don't read the white man's dictionary no more. I know what the word means. When you learn what it means. See, I didn't find out what the word meant after Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly. I knew what it meant before then. I've been studying since I was 17. What have you been doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me through your Fanaron. Oh, what is the Fanaron? Okay. Some weird white man named it the Fanaron. He created a demarcation between reality and our senses that interpret reality. You have an interpretation of the word that is outdated. I don't. Update your Fanaron and stop looking at me through it and judging me through your limited knowledge. So I really wish you would stop using the word nigger. You can't even say nigger. I can, and comfortable than a motherfucker, because my definition of the word doesn't stop in where? What is it? Spain? Doesn't stop in Spain. It goes all the way back to Africa, to the first human being. Right? So I have an understanding of it. And I'm not trying to bang on you for not having it. I'm just saying, keep your slave proselytizations to yourself. Because that's a slave mentality. Nigga, a bad word for everything that it stood for. Listen, scientists have already proven that the only 100% pure human being on planet Earth is from Africa. Everything else has some other strange shit in it.
Strange.
Neanderthals, some other shit is in it. And the first person to say nigga was a human being and not a racist white man. You gotta understand that. Right. And if you don't understand that, you can't come to me on some morality, the 400 years that 400 years is the span of a poot in Africans. The time span of a poot.
Oh, no. Wow.
Our culture is longer than that.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Motherfuckers get hung up on the poot that was 400 years. I'm sorry I'm past it.
Don't be sorry.
You understand? Like, I'm sorry, I'm past it. We got to fix the relationships. And it's these types of conversations right here that will lead us to that nexus, right? Sisters, you are coveted in America. You know why? Because you work hard than a motherfucker. You work hard than a motherfucker. But please be mindful. Your hard work is indicative, in their mind, of a good slave.
Right. Right.
What's that fucking television show? Abby, what is it? Downton Abbey. Watch season 1 of Downton Abbey. Please understand, these white people who claim to be royal, they got the etiquette from you. Season one, Downton Abbey. These motherfuckers is breaking it down. They're actually clowning a doctor because he has a job. So, wait a minute, a gentleman doesn't work. This motherfucker, how is he going to inherit? Because it was trying to bring these families together, you know, for the wealth. He's going to get all the money. He's the next in line. You got to marry him. But in their minds, he's a commoner because he's got a job. Fast forward to today. Get your shit together. Girl, you participating in white supremacy. If you're not nation building and you're just assimilating, you're a participant in it.
Right.
What is nation building? Well, nation building starts with family building. Legacy building. What kind of kids are you turning out? What kind of kids do you want? Well, do you understand what I'm saying? These are the real conversations that need to be had. If you couple this conversation today with the conversation we had last week, wow, like now you understand why the relationships are problematic. The sisters are saying, you got to have a job if you want to be with me, right? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. This is why we own less than 1% of land on planet Earth or on American soil. Caller! You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Do you have him up? Darren. Caller. All right, drop him. Get to the next one. Caller. You're on the line. Where are you calling from?
Kansas City, Ronald Haskins.
What up, bro? What's happening, pimp?
Not too much, bro. Not too much, man. I was listening to you, man, and this is a good topic, man. And I hope a lot of sisters listen to the show because I was talking to my female cousins. I was telling them, I said, y'all looking for a good man, but you overlook the trash man. You overlook the barber. You overlook the mechanic. People who've been on their job for 10, 15 years. Who probably own his home, who may own his car. He may not have a good car, but he ain't in debt like you are. So, like I was telling my lady friend, like I only got an 8th grade education. But the thing about it, I own everything though, right? I try to tell my lady friend, I said, I date women smarter than me because I'm not smarter than me like educational wise, paper, you know, you got a college education. And I told him, I said, you got this master's degree, but the thing about it, though, you don't own nothing. All you got is debt. I said, check this out. I said, why don't you live below your means for a while? You don't got to have a $100,000 house. Let's come together and buy this $40,000 house, $50,000 house, own it, and then build our wealth up. That way we don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. Well, we can pay all our bills with just one check. But a lot of sisters with those master's degrees and all this college stuff, no, I want to live out here in this big old house. But I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and do your thing because you need to go find somebody else who just like Antonio Moore said last week, I think it was. He said, you want me to marry you, but can your father pay for the wedding?
Wow. Hey, man, what are you doing?
Right.
You taking off from the free throw line with a blindfold on with no shoes.
So that's why I said you look at me Yeah, and he said, well, you won't, like people say to me, like, I look at you, though, and that's why I like it. That's why I like you, because you that smart cat, but you from the street, so you add that, and I was like, man, that's how I am, because even though I got an 8th grade education, I'm real red. So, like I say, like, you can put me in a suit, and I can go deal with anyone, just you know what I'm saying, because I'm not just no ignorant dude. So when I meet a sister, it's hard to meet sisters nowadays because a lot of sisters today are caught up into an illusion and not reality. And that's why, and I hate to say it though, man, and I hate to say it, I love my sisters, but white women have made y'all their bastards. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all have got to the point where we made y'all say y'all was too. We made y'all lost y'all femininity trying to compete with white women. Now white women are feminine, and y'all now y'all masculine. So that's all I want to say, though.
Hey. You want to leave a little meat on the bone, Pim? That boy cleaned that bone up.
That was crazy.
But do y'all disagree? He said some very poignant things.
I don't.
Let me just say this. Hey, thank you for the call, brother. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Kansas. Let me just say this real quick before I go to the next caller. Antonio Moore pointed it out last week. A sister with a degree is worth negative $11,000. Yep. A sister with no degree, zero. That isn't to say higher education isn't good, because we already know children benefit from parents that have a higher education. We already know you have more job and opportunities with a higher education. Got it. Understood. It's clear. Right? However, anybody, male or female, if you're not on scholarship, right? If you're not on scholarship, if your education ain't free, education equals debt.
Right.
It's so fucking beautiful the way it's set up. Now you got to get a business partner.
Right.
Called a spouse.
Right.
Because marriage is the number one indicator of wealth.
Right.
Divorce is the number one indicator of poverty. So,
amen.
Do you see how it counterback? Okay, your debt has to be positive debt. My debt has to be positive debt. We have to. Now you guys are negotiating.
Right.
And the spirit is somewhere in the trunk. That's fucked up. The spirit is something. Nigga, I got no fucking time for no spirit.
But I do.
What the fuck is you talking about?
But I do.
So when we talk about real love is the fuel that gets you through any storm. But it's hard to cultivate it when you're moving at the speed of technology. When your expectations were written by somebody else. Your boy picker is off because you've routinely ignored your intuition because you're trying to date a standard. Fuck. Man. Be some cold God-like motherfuckers around you, but they don't stack up to what society said you're supposed to have at this particular junction in your life. Then baby Buddha, baby Christ walks out of your life.
All right.
True. Jesus was a carpenter.
No, see, Jesus would be a fuck boy.
Oh, man.
On some real stuff, though.
Saving people, helping people, regular ass job. Get your broke ass out of here. A carpenter, my nigga?
I gotta go home and pray.
All we got is fish and bread. That's all we got, my nigga.
But unlimited. You ain't never gonna starve from there.
But do you understand what I'm saying? The spirit is unlimited. Yeah. Right? And even the scientists know this shit. The macro comes from the micro. even the science, they know the spirit is unlimited. You don't have meaningful relationships because you're not dating meaning, you're dating value. Meaning is aligned with purpose. You don't know your purpose. You think your purpose is to acquire. You live in a consumer, materialistic based culture. You live in a capitalistic culture, which makes you an opportunist. And so you're picking based on those things. Then you get everything you want and you find a new word in your spirit called dissatisfaction. Can't you see you being played? Multiplier, manifester. Mother, matter, maternal, material, materialize all come from the same word. So all I got to do is control her beliefs and I can get her to manifest bullshit. She'll be my engine.
Oh my God.
And now you know I escapade. Escapade.
Whoa.
Does that? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
It's not.
I'm saying I'm an advocate of the ideation that says women are the most powerful entities on planet Earth. But guess what? All is mind.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can control the content of your consciousness, I can control what you build.
Joel.
I know.
Wow.
Ooh.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. That's why I'm
I
here.
don't think so.
I'm just asking, like,
That's how I got here.
am I? Listen, the good brother who called in, he's upset. That's why he called in. But at the end of the day, that was a lesson for him, lesson for you, right? And I'm hoping that at some, and you know, let me just say, I'm always one that's going to err on the side of reconciliation in terms of friendship.
Right.
Let's be cool. But if please understand, that ain't the only form of reconciliation. Sometimes you can reconcile within yourself and you're okay and that's enough.
Right.
Thank you.
Facts.
You understand?
Thank you.
So, you know, I'm glad. That's why I didn't cut him off.
Right.
I'm glad
Thank
he
you.
called in. He got it off. But y'all need to...
I said I'm thankful. He's like the whole reason I'm here. I found out about you through him, so I'm forever thankful.
Man, y'all need to understand, you guys are co-creators. Man, y'all some powerful motherfuckers.
Yep.
And the real war is not with your dude. It's with yourself.
Yep.
And a lot of times it's with your mama and your dad.
Yes, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because you gotta, listen, just because your mother gave you her nipple. Because that bond is unbreakable. But that doesn't mean everything that came out of her mouth, everything she told you, everything he told you, that doesn't mean all that shit's good.
Right. Right.
This is why we did the show Breaking Up with Your Parents. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to break up with them. Mm-hmm. You got to break up with their beliefs. You got to break up with their pain. You got to break up with their trauma. You got to break up with their dysfunction. You got to. Mm-hmm. Man, like I said, man, I got a homeboy who had a daughter, who has daughter. He got all daughters. He ain't got no sons.
Mm.
Now, the mother of his two oldest children put cigarette butts out on the oldest kid, burning her with cigarettes. Now, the sister has since passed. But that daughter who got burnt rode for mama all the way to the end.
Oh, gosh.
Right hand high for her. Like, nigga, that's my mama. Fuck what you talking about.
Wow.
And I'm saying, I'm not saying don't ride for mama.
Right.
Right.
But I'm saying, goddamn, I know another girl Oh, shit, I don't want to say this. Let me say this. Mama introduced her to Dick.
Wait, what?
It happens.
Do you understand? Mom introduced her to cock.
Wow. Plural.
But when I tell you, right hand high for her. Sometimes you gotta break up with mom. And you can't, watch this. Oh, shit. You can't break up with mama outside of intimate relationship. You got to get into intimate relationship so you can discover the motherfucking landmines mom planted in your ass. Mm-hmm. And they got to blow up, and then you got to rebuild. All right, shit. I think I've done enough today. The voice of reason was off the hook, man. Mm-hmm. Can we get to 500 pre-orders?
Yes.
I need that. 500 pre-orders of the holographic relationship. I need it. I need it. I need you guys to donate to the GoFundMe page, www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. But the pre-orders, it's only 155 copies of the relationship dismount. Go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Frank, pull up the website right now. Show them how to do it. All three of those things must be done. The relationship dismount, the holographic relationship, and the GoFundMe page. Let me go around the table real quick. Where can they find you?
All my social handles are JoeyXSB. You can find me just out in LA pretty much at any local, doing sound like at any local club or event pretty much. Hip-hop.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Hello,
Sarah.
This is Sarah Wesley. You can find me on social media at Sarah West, SarahWes. And I also host a live show every week on truthdig.com. That's Thursdays at 1 p.m. So tomorrow, 1 p.m., check us out.
Dope. Tiff.
Tiff Talk TV, TIFFTALK TV on all social media. Feel free to reach out and get that personal coaching because if I can survive, you can survive too.
Wow, this shit was cold-blooded. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to be back even stronger on Friday with another monkey knuckle. Hot lava. It's what I do.
Here we go.
We'll be back at 2.2. What is that? 24, 40? Is it 24 hours? We'll be back in 24 hours. Is it 48 or 24?
It's 48.
Yeah.
Well, today is Wednesday.
Sure. We come back Friday. That's 48 hours from now.
Okay, cool. All right. 48 hours. We'll be back with another heater. Voice of Reason. Dash Talk. We out.